What is going on, guys? JD back here for your Sunday morning WWE Off The Script. This is episode number 14, part number 3. If you guys missed parts 1 and 2, links will be down in the description below towards the very top. I got some big news this week. If you guys missed it, Roman Reigns potentially being built as the next WWE champion going into WrestleMania 31. Who are his potential opponents? What do they have planned for Roman Reigns as of this writing? Or as of this video, rather. I'm not writing. I'm fucking reading the news to you guys. But, also I got news on WWE 2K15. New release date for you guys who are anticipating that title later this year. I got news on Vince McMahon and the WWE Network. Vince lost $350 million last week due to the stocks just falling and the NBC deal not being good enough for certain investors. So I got news on that, what Vince McMahon is thinking, what's his mindset going into that. And then obviously, part 3, I got news this week. I got news this week on Ric Flair. Ric Flair potentially returning to a WWE ring. What are his plans for his imminent return? WWE had an offer on the table for Ric Flair to return to TV in a more prominent role. Flair was scheduled to go to Pittsburgh this week to see Dr. Joseph Maroon for a full cardiovascular physical before WWE brings him back to TV as a regular character. Flair has been working out and wants to get to 225 pounds before returning to TV. Right now he is currently weighed in at 230 pounds. There is a feeling that Flair has to come in as a babyface, but he always prefers to work as a heel. So there's no word yet on what his role will play. One idea suggested was to put Flair with The Miz to continue the storyline that they began several months ago when The Miz began using the figure 4 after Flair's blessing. The hope is that Flair will help elevate The Miz as a top babyface. There are some in WWE who believe that this could be wasting Flair's talent and that The Miz is damaged goods. I could not agree anymore with that statement. I'll get to that in a little bit. Flair reportedly wants to manage Dolph Ziggler, but it's clear WWE hasn't been pushing Ziggler for more than a year now. They also discussed having Flair manage The Shield to continue the angle from a few weeks back on Monday Night Raw with Evolution, but Evolution right now, that is up in the air with Batista's imminent absence coming very soon for his promotion of Guardians of the Galaxy. With the most recent deal that Flair signed with WWE, they still have to approve of all his appearances. A problem could be brewing as there are reportedly negotiations which could easily fall through the cracks for an overseas wrestling tour that would see Flair actually wrestling in the ring. Now, it's a lot to take in there. What I think about this, Ric Flair is always good for TV. Anytime you see Ric Flair on TV, I say this all the time. I say this about a few guys. He commands attention. He's just that good. You know, when he's got a microphone in his hand, when he's got mic time, he's always going to add more to a character. He's always going to add more to a storyline because that's how good Ric Flair is. When Ric Flair came in with The Miz and that whole figure 4 thing, that was truly a waste of Ric Flair's talent, and someone the caliber of Ric Flair does not need to associate himself with The Miz. The Miz, like JR would say, is passé. It's gone. His time is gone. That ship has sailed. The Miz could have been one damn good fucking heel, but the WWE fucked it up. They fucked up his WWE title run. They made him a cowardly champion. And that all went right down the toilet. They fucked that up royally. Okay? Including his match with John Cena at WrestleMania. Absolutely fucking awful. Absolutely awful. And to be honest with you, The Miz and John Cena gel very well in the ring. You know, they had matches on Monday Night Raw that were better than the WrestleMania main event. You know? But that's a completely different story. I'm just rambling on. But Flair and Miz, no, I do not want to see that. Flair and Ziggler, which has been discussed and rumored to be happening many months ago, again is brought up in conversation. Flair wants to manage Ziggler, okay? If Flair gets into the ear of Triple H, there may be a possibility that Ziggler could finally be brought up in the ranks. If he's got Ric Flair next to him, you know, obviously Flair and Triple H got that friendship. That could be good for Ziggler. Ziggler really doesn't need a mic piece, though. I like Ziggler on his own. I like Ziggler with what he does in the ring, obviously. He's fucking athletic. He's got it all. He's got the looks. He's got the charisma. He's got the presence. He's got pretty good mic skills to get by on his own. I remember when Ziggler was a little rough around the edges when it comes to you know, promos. But obviously he's developed that craft. He's gotten a lot better. He can certainly talk for himself. He comes off as a believable character in the ring and on the microphone. I love his work in the ring. He takes bumps like nobody else. He makes matches believable. He makes others look good. He knows what he's doing in the ring himself. Ziggler on his own is good, but, you know, right now, obviously, we know that Ziggler's not being pushed. If he's there with Flair, and Flair's by his side, we could finally see Dolph Ziggler elevated up into the main event in a potential WWE Championship run. That's just my honest opinion. That's how good Ziggler is. That's how good Ziggler is, and with Flair by his side, that could be the one turning point to finally give Dolph Ziggler that push. He's been ready. He was the only guy that stepped up on Twitter when Daniel Bryan went down with the neck surgery. He tweeted at WWE, "You guys need someone to fill in for Daniel Bryan being gone for 2 months. I'm here, and I'm ready." Ziggler's been ready for years. He's been ready for years. I don't understand why WWE and Vince and everybody else don't want to push this guy. He's got it all. He reminds me of a young Mr. Perfect mixed with Shawn Michaels. That's how good he is. I don't know, but Flair, Ziggler makes sense. I hope that is the route that they go. I do not want to see Flair with The Miz. I do not want to see Flair back in the WWE ring wrestling himself. That's done and over with. He's retired. I don't even want to hear about Flair being in a ring anywhere else because he's just at that age where it's just not going to come off good. He doesn't belong in the ring anymore. He needs to be utilized in other ways. He's got too many strengths right now. Those days are behind him. Flair as an on-air character for WWE can add so much to an angle, so much to a character. Utilize him there. He wants to be in the WWE. He wants to be on TV. Utilize him in the best way that you know how. Put him with Ziggler. You know, get Ziggler up to the top of the card. Get him on TV. It'll be entertaining regardless with the two of them going back and forth. It should be a good program if they do go that route. I don't want to see The Miz. The Miz is done. But that's what's going on with Ric Flair. That's my opinion on that. Let me know what you guys want to see. You want to see Flair with Ziggler or you want to see Flair with The Miz? I know the majority answer is going to say Ziggler, but discuss it down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Figure 4W or F4W Online noted this week in their weekly newsletter that officials within WWE might be planning a new storyline similar to the Nation of Domination. This isn't confirmed or planned, but it was mentioned by someone in WWE when talking about how Rusev had wins over Xavier Woods, R-Truth, and Kofi Kingston, and now apparently is feuding with Big E. Listen, you know, this is only being brought up, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is only being brought up because Rusev has defeated Xavier Woods, R-Truth, and Kofi Kingston, and now, got the edge over Big E. The one similarity with all four of those individuals is that they're black WWE superstars. That's the only thing there. That's the one similarity. I don't understand why that was brought up in discussions. I don't understand why that would, even promote the idea of doing a Nation of Domination. You're going to turn them heel? Are you going to turn all those guys heel? You're going to turn Xavier Woods, R-Truth, Kofi Kingston, and Big E heel? Because the Nation of Domination with Farouk and Crush and D'Lo Brown, all those guys were heel. You had everybody. Who the fuck else was in there? They were feuding with Ahmed Johnson back in the day, WrestleMania 13. I remember they had a fucking Chicago street fight, Nation Domination and Ahmed Johnson. But I don't see this being anything but forced. It's not really something that I'm interested in seeing in current WWE. Nation of Domination was an Attitude Era thing. Certain aspects of the Attitude Era work in current WWE. some things don't. For example, the New Age Outlaws, one of the best tag teams of all time, will go down as one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. In the Attitude Era, you bring them over to current WWE, yeah, they're great to see, it's great to see them back, but they just don't gel with the current guys. That shtick doesn't work now. It worked back then perfectly and flawlessly. It just doesn't get over now as it did back then. Same thing is going to happen with the Nation of Domination. That's just my opinion on that. You know, Kofi Kingston, I don't even see as a heel. I know they're talking about Big E potentially turning heel to feud with John Cena because John Cena had brought up the idea of wanting to work with Big E. I could see that working. But R-Truth is a heel? Yeah, he's been a heel before. Xavier Woods, I don't know, he just got lost in the shuffle ever since he came up to the WWE main roster. And like I said, Kofi Kingston, I don't see as a heel. He does need a character change. He does need to alter his image and, you know, tweak his character a bit because he's just like Sheamus, stale as fuck. You know, he needs to work on him before he, you know, completely makes the transformation into a heel. But the only one I see heel out of the four there is Big E, you know? And that's just because rumored John Cena feud coming up in the summertime. But the Nation of Domination, I'm not for it. I think that's a silly idea. It's forced. Whatever. You know, the coincidence is there that Rusev got wins over 4 black African-American guys. It's not the end of the world. It's not such a big deal. It is what it is. Rusev is just simply being built as a monster. And these are the guys that the WWE has right now on the main roster that they're feeding to Rusev. But I don't like it. I don't like the idea of a Nation of Domination. I just don't think it'll work in current WWE. Zack Ryder and Justin Gabriel. This is a funny fucking story. Just for the hell of it, I gotta report it. Zack Ryder and Justin Gabriel have both reportedly played Adam Rose's bunny in recent weeks. How the mighty have fallen. Zack Ryder wants TV time? There you got it. He's the fucking bunny for Adam Rose. Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. I like Adam Rose. I'm going to fucking promote Adam Rose on this channel. Hopefully his character succeeds. I like it. It's fun. It's got a great theme song. He's great in the ring. I know everybody preferred the Leo Kruger character. I've been watching some Leo Kruger matches. Yes, I can understand why you guys like them. But Adam Rose, I think, will work. Just give it time. In unimportant news, in which I hope doesn't happen, the Great Khali is away until May 24th, which is today, May 24th. It's a Saturday night. You guys are going to be seeing this on the 25th. Which means he could be back at this week's WWE TV tapings. Khali hasn't wrestled a match since Andre the Giant and the Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 30, but has appeared on NXT in matches that were taped before WrestleMania. Khali has been in India for over a month, and while there, he has re-registered to be a police officer. Apparently, this is something he has to do every few years. Stay in India. I don't want you anywhere near my fucking WWE programming. That's how bad Khali is. Khali is just one of those unrealistic fucking guys that comes in and just makes a fool of himself. He can barely walk through the ring, and realistically, if a guy like Khali is in the ring with anyone on the WWE roster, you know you're going to get your fucking ass kicked. The unrealistic fucking matches that Khali puts on is sickening to my stomach. You're going to put him against, I don't know, for example, you put him against fucking Justin Gabriel, and they'll pretend that Justin Gabriel, oh yeah, he took out the big man, pinned him 1, 2, 3. Really? Come on, man. Khali matches are fucking awful. They don't belong on TV. And Khali should stay in India because he's got no purpose or reason to be in a WWE ring. He's done. He's over with. I never liked him. I thought the character was a fail ever since I seen it. With the feuds from The Undertaker and to John Cena, it was just absolutely fucking awful. Everything he did was awful. And I hope he stays in India and never comes back to the WWE ever again. And finally, guys, to end this short part. Actually, no, I got a few more things. Never mind. I'm fucking rushing myself. I've noted here before on Off The Script, E! Network has ordered 10 new episodes of WWE Total Divas, confirmed by the press release last week announcing Season 3 with a new diva. Rosa Mendez is being added to the cast. E! was previously paying an estimated $470,000 per episode, and WWE was spending about $400,000 per episode, so there was not a lot of profit to the WWE on these shows. Season 3's episodes may have been ordered at a much higher price point. Just a fun fact there. If you guys watch Total Divas, I know I do. I enjoy the show. It's a nice little escape on a Sunday night when nothing's on. It's entertaining. What can I say? Next season of WWE Tough Enough will indeed be filming for 6 weeks at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando beginning early July. It will air this fall on the WWE Network for you. So for you UK and Canada guys, WWE Network in the summer, you guys are going to be seeing Tough Enough in the fall, and then you can catch up on the Legends House because that shit has been wildly entertaining. I actually fucking love that show, man. I never miss it. You're going to get the rest of everything else, the pay-per-views and NXT and main event and all the documentaries that are fucking great on there. You're going to enjoy it. Can't wait to see you guys get the WWE Network. And finally, guys, it is worth noting that Daniel Bryan is still not advertised for next Monday. This coming Monday's Raw from Knoxville, Tennessee. I don't like that Raws from Knoxville, Tennessee. Those crowds usually are fucking garbage. There's some speculation that they will drag out what happens to the WWE World Heavyweight title for a few weeks. As noted, Stephanie McMahon demanded on last week's show, this week, that Bryan show up to Knoxville to surrender his WWE title. If they're going to prolong this for a few weeks, more than likely they're going to keep the title on Bryan. I'm happy about that, but things may change, plans may change, we don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see on Monday night if Bryan shows up, or if Stephanie just strips him of the title. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they keep it on him. That's just my opinion on that. But that is this week's news and rumors, guys. Off the script number 14. This is part number 3. If you guys enjoyed it, obviously you guys know what to do. Please leave a like on your way out the door. It greatly helps out my channel and gets my WWE content out there. And if you guys missed the rest of this week's show, parts 1 and 2, like I said, links are down below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, Twitter is the absolute best place to do that. At JD from NY206. My Twitter link is down below at the very bottom. Go and follow me on Twitter. I got my Facebook page on there that I've been actively promoting as well. Official JD from NY. That link is down below as well. And that's it, guys. I will see you on Tuesday for WWE Monday Night Raw review. I'll see you guys Tuesday morning. And remember, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. I'll see you guys later.